Hey, cool gamer. Hi, cool gamer. I'm inside today. It's hot. It's like extremely hot today. So I'm inside. I'm cooling down. Let me turn down my device. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. It's too hot to be outside exercising today. So we're back on the elliptical. Hey, Spiky. Spiky, what's up, Spiky? What you been up to, Spiky? What have all you guys been up to? It's hot. I don't know where Sonya is. I hope I know, but today's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. What y'all eating today? What y'all having for what y'all having for dinner? What are you having for dinner? What did you have for lunch? Hey, what did you have for breakfast? I'm not a breakfast person. I eat breakfast from time to time, but I don't eat breakfast every day. I don't eat breakfast every day. So yeah, it's like 95 degrees outside. So yeah. Hey Lorraine. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming into the live. I'm doing my cool down. I'm going a little bit too fast to be doing a cool down, but I'm about to do my cool down. I'm kind of winding down. So it was too hot to be outside today. So we're inside today. Me and my best friend. Yep, we're inside today. I had to make sure I have on a shirt that doesn't show too much because they will age restrict your video. If you have on something, I don't know. I guess it depends on who you are, what you're doing, and what it looks like. Because you can have on something that's innocent and they will age restrict your video. So I'm glad I'm inside so I can have on a shirt today instead of a tank top or a sports bra. Well, I have on a sports bra, but sometimes you want to work with a tank top in your bra and you have more skin showing. Girl, they'll get you. So what y'all up to today? This week I'm talking about money. Can you guys leave in the comments what you do to save money? What do you do to make extra money? And what do you do with your money to treat yourself? So that's what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about money. Money, 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 money. What I'm talking about money this week. 2 weeks ago, we talked about goals. Last week, we talked about broadening our horizons. And this week, we're talking about money. Things we do to save money, ways that we save money, things we do to make extra money, and just how do you use your money to treat yourself? How do you use your money when it comes to treating yourself? That's what we're talking about this week. If you know anything, leave it in the comments. We come over here for positivity. We come over here to drop nuggets so that other people can pick up nuggets and run with them. Plant seeds so that they grow and other people pick off of those trees and run with positive ideas. Let's see. 105. Oh my goodness, Lorraine, it's 105. Wow. I can only imagine what the heat index is. It's 95 here so far, and I can only imagine what the heat index is here. And if it's 105 there, oh my goodness. Hey, Show Enough. Hey, Sonya. Sonya, I'm inside today. It is hot. It's 95. Lorraine says it's 105 where she is. So I can only imagine the heat index. It is officially summer, y'all. It is summer, and it feels like it. Show Enough says, hi, everyone. Out walking, but had to see the, okay. It is Show Enough when I'm out walking because I needed to get outside. I love nature. I needed to get outside. So I'm going to do a lot of different things outside. But when that sun is shining like that, it is so hard to see the screen. Sonya says, hey, chat. I walked an hour. Okay. At the park. I'm home. Right. I'm home now chilling. I hear you, Sonya. Lorraine says, hey, chat. It's 91 there, Sonya. It's 91 degrees there, Sonya. Wow. Hey, Joshua. How you doing, Joshua? Yeah, yeah, it's too hot to be outside today, unless you go early in the morning or late in the evening, or early night. So yeah, it's really hot. I had to jump off of here, and I'm inside, have the air on. I still had to jump off, you know, splash a little cool water on, came back on and do my cool down. So, which my cool down should be over right now, but I'm going a little bit too fast for this to be a cool down, honestly. Joshua, it's 70, 70s. That's okay. Well, appreciate that, Joshua. Appreciate the 70s because it's 95 here. It's 105 where Lorraine is. It's 91 where Sonia is. And Sonia is in a place that gets cold, cold. So yeah, appreciate those 70s. What's up, badass? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live, everybody. Y'all, I want you guys this week. This is my second video for this week. And I want to walk and talk and walk about and talk about money. Let's walk and talk about money. Okay. Whatever you're doing, if you would like, get up and move. Get up and move while this video is going. If you're watching this video, if you have not exercised at all today, get up and move. Get on your treadmill. Walk around your room. I always say get outside if you don't want to walk, because it's really, really hot. So if you don't want to go walking through the neighborhood, maybe walk around your house. If it's too hot for that, walk around the biggest room in your house. Kind of like when people go out to the malls. In your area, do people go to the malls and walk, so that they can walk in a cool environment and they can also get their exercise in? So find the biggest room in your house and walk, move, lubricate your joints. Walk for health, walk for health, walk for health, and you'll eventually look good. It comes with it. You'll feel good first and you'll look good. It comes with it. If you're not walking to lose weight, fine. Walk for health, walk for your health. And let's talk about money. What do you guys do to make extra money? Some people just work overtime. So do you work overtime to make extra money? Do you have a hobby that pulls you in a few dollars? What do you do? Do you have a second job? So what is it that you do to make extra money? So how do you make extra money? How do you save money? How do you save extra money? And so what do you do to make extra money? How do you save extra money? And what do you do to treat yourself? Because we all know that takes money. So what do you do with your money from time to time to treat yourself? Let me slow down a little bit. I can see the comments today. Y'all have these all the windows, the curtains open a little bit, and it is hot. Y'all, the sun is no joke today. It is not playing. It's hot out here. And Joshua is in New York and it's 70 degrees. So Joshua, appreciate that. Appreciate that because it is hot. I was like, nah. I started to go outside. I went outside, y'all, and I was like, okay, I can do this. When I couldn't do it, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't. It was just too hot. Just got off work. Okay, Lorraine just got off work. Well, did I read that already? Just got off work. Walked since 3:30 to noon. It's Lorraine said just got off work. She walked from 3:30 to noon. It's over. Show enough says yes. They walked them off. Yeah. Joshua says hi, Lorraine. Yes, walking the mall is a good idea. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Walking the mall is a good idea for exercise, especially if you want to stay cool, because the mall will definitely be cool. And for anyone who's expecting, walking the mall is a great idea. If you're 9 months pregnant, I know walking the mall is a great idea. Around your due date, if you haven't had that baby yet, go and walk the mall. Badass says I either do body work. Okay, yeah, you do. Or engine bill for your side hustle. I have a printout for my budget. Gotcha. I don't spend a lot. All I have to say is I'm blessed. That's okay. Claim that, badass. You know it. So yeah, that's a good idea. Anyone coming across the live, check out Badass's comment. Check out all the comments because all the comments can probably help you in some way, I'm sure. We're just sharing knowledge. We're sharing things that we do to acquire extra money, to save money, and the things that we do to treat ourselves. Sonia says, I enjoy, no, I saved money, especially this summer. The park is free, right, to move around and cook. hmm Uh, Mostly outdoors, high, eat less because it's hot. Okay, clothes cheaper in the summer, especially flip flops. Okay, has Old Navy had the sale yet? What is the Old Navy sale on flip flops? Like $2? I think it's $2 per pair. I think at one point, y'all, they have a really, really good sale. I don't know if it's just they're overstocked or if it's like end of summer sale, but sometimes they would have those flip flops for $1. I hadn't seen them for $1 in a while, but hey, $2 is good enough. $1 per flip flop, $2 flip flops. But I remember they do $1 sometimes, especially when summer is about over. You can rack up. They have the cute ones. They have the ones now where they're kind of like they're regular flip flops, but they have a strap across it. So yeah. Sonia says $1. Okay, so they still do the dollar. I got you. Joshua says I start to save all of my money. I start to save all of my money today. You're starting to save all of it, Joshua. Joshua, what are you gonna do to treat yourself? That's good, Joshua. You gotta save. You gotta use a little bit of it to treat yourself, right? Or do you have a treat fund? You got a treat me fund. Like I said, y'all, my kids exposed me to the concept of using envelopes and labeling them. So that really, really works. I really enjoy that. I really, really like that. You know, label your envelopes and put whatever amount of money that you're going to put in there for your bills, for you, for pleasure, for fun, for savings. You know, we all, I'm sure, have some type of digital savings or online savings, but just at your home, you know, put you a little bit in there for yourself in case you want to run to the store and you don't want to use your card. So everybody's using cards, we know that, but just in case you don't want to, or just to have extra. You know, I think we've all maybe gotten up and gone to work, right? It was like, okay, I need to get gas. And completely forgot. And then you get off and it's time to get gas. And then you realize you don't have your bank card. You treat yourself, Joshua. Okay, what did Lorraine say? Let me slow down a little bit. No flip-flops here. They will melt, literally. Lorraine says those the flip-flops will melt. If you have a credit card, use it for all the stuff you would normally spend cash on. Save that cash and pay your credit card bill. Okay, off completely every month. Okay, y'all hear that? That works for badass. You can see what he said? If you have a credit card, use your credit card. Save your cash. Use the credit card for the things you would spend cash on. Keep your cash and pay your credit card bill. That's how badass does it. And he said it works for him. So, you know, if anyone else leaves something in there, let them know. It's just no way is a bad way, but there are some ways that some people just may not know about. Ways on saving money, ways to earn extra money, and how do you use your money to treat yourself? You know, so we all need a rainy day. We all need a rainy day fund. Of course, it's nice to have a rainy day fund in the bank, but it's also nice to have a rainy day fund, just a little bit of cash on hand. Let's see. I don't need much. Says I don't need much. I make my own fruit smoothie and juices. The only time I spend money is when I have my me time, massage, hair, and twice monthly. I said, okay, I hear you. That sounds good, Sonya. Right. Nails and stuff like that. Nah. I grow my own, do my own. I'm old fashioned like when it comes to that kind of stuff. Plain Jane, because I see people get all those nails, and you know, they're cute. Some of them not so much. You know, and some people, you know, they don't grow nails really well, so they get nails. And some people grow nails perfectly, but they still get nails. So, you know, I guess it's just what you like to see, how you like to look, the way you like for your hands to look, and you know, stuff like that. So I've just always been like, I can grow my own, I can polish my own. Why pay somebody? Why pay somebody? That's just how I feel. You know, and people may think, well, dang, that's plain Janish. Well, okay, but I'm not having to depend on somebody else to do it. You know, I pray not to ever have to depend on somebody else to do it. I'm just growing my own and polishing them. And I take the money that I would, you know, that money can be used for something else. It can be used to put in a vacation fund. And then when it's time for vacation, All the money I would have put on my nails is in my vacation fund. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. I definitely cooled down. I'm gonna cool down a lot now so I can read comments a little bit better. Badass says he treats himself. He treats himself. What did he say? Uh, oh, race car parts. Just spent 10K on my racer, on your race car. Okay. See, doesn't always have to be, you know, going on a trip or something like that. Some people really are, what would you call them? Car enthusiasts. I would say car fanatics, but some people might take offense to that. But I think a fanatic is good. It's like a football fanatic, a basketball fanatic, sports fanatic. Like, so he spent 10K on his car. He earned it. That's what he does for fun. Hey, more power to him. That's what he deserves. Sonia says, Lord, no, I don't need clothes. My daughter and I do each other's nails. Right. And toes. We have a pedicure massage at home. Right. See, that's another thing, Sonia. You can invest in those type of things. Some of the same things that they use when you go out to these nail salons or parlors or whatever you call them. I don't even know what you call them. That's just how much I don't go. So, you can invest in those things at home. Like with the day of Amazon, you can get just about anything. You can get just about anything. I've been seeing a lot of people show their is it Temu? They've been showing their hauls that they've gotten from Temu. And some people, they say what they say, they have their opinions, but I've seen a lot of people enjoy the items that they've gotten off that site. Lions, don't forget vacation. Right. We are down here in Daytona. Vacation. All right, I hear you, badass. I bet it's a lot of car shows going on right now too. Sonia says, I'm a press-on girl when it comes to nails. They hurt so bad when they start falling off, hand be sore. Well, Sonia, look, at one time, people who got their nails done at the salon and all this, they would criticize people for doing the press-on nails. But come on now, Lee Press-On is the originator, the innovator, so you got to give props what props do. Because it all started off in the little drugstore buying a pair of press-on nails for a lot of people. Maybe not for some of the younger people today, but that's how that started. People buying press-on nails out of the store. And so then it came along where, people started to do the nails in the shops and things like that. So that gave Lee press-on nails and anybody else, Kiss, I think that what KISS, anybody else who does the press-on, it gave them a run for their money. Well, at the end of the day, it really helped them step their game up too, because now you can go into the grocery store. Because at first they were just the regular, just something wasn't really big, but it was something in case you didn't have nails. But now, being that so many people who go to the nail salon, the ones in the grocery stores, not the grocery stores, but like the Walmarts, Targets, and the pharmacies, drugstores, they have stepped their game up. Have you seen their nails lately? Like, their nails look wonderful. Sonia says she loves press-on nails. They're her go-to. Right. A lot of people do. They have like a pack or two at home in case an event comes up and they don't feel like going to the salon, or they don't really have the money to actually go. You get how much are they now? I'm sure they've gone up now in Walmart and Target, but they stepped their game up. So I will say they're probably like thankful to the salons to a degree, because they stepped their game up. Their nails look a lot better than they used to. Not that they look bad, but they've just improved a lot. The nails at the shop hurt when they start getting, that's what I hear. That's what I heard. Believe it or not, Sonia, I've never, ever had them. My daughters have less than 5 times. I can count the times it was like prom or an event, something like that. But I just feel like I can save that money for something else. Not that I can just save it, just to save it, but I can save it for something else that's fun. So it's been 20 minutes, y'all. I'm inside. I've been on this thing now for like a little over an hour. So, and as you can see today, I'm sweating more. Look, I'm sweating more inside than I do outside. So geez, maybe the air isn't on. I haven't heard it come on. Maybe it isn't as low as it should be. But that was fun. I sweated more inside here today than I have the past couple of weeks when I was outside. Wow. So I'm just gonna go a little bit slower, really, really slow now so I can see the comments. But yeah, y'all, um, it was hot out there, 95 degrees, not sure what the heat index was. So I came on again because again, please let me know what you do to save money, um, to make extra money. And what do you do with your money to treat yourself? We're talking about money. You don't have to be rich. Of course, you don't, nobody wants to be poor. But we can find ways. We have conservative incomes. I'll say that conservative incomes. We can find ways to still save a little bit for a rainy day, or like I said yesterday, for a bill. Um, Save, you can save a little bit, a little bit. It may not go a long, long way, but sometimes a little bit is just enough. Sometimes a little bit is just enough. You have to tell yourself that having something is better than having nothing. That's just like when people borrow money. Do you guys loan money? What are your thoughts on that? Do you loan money or do you just give what you can afford to give? Because my great grandfather taught me a long time ago to not loan money. Now, if there's a situation and there's a friend or a family member and the amount is such that it requires being alone, then you have to handle those situations accordingly. But if someone's just like, hey, can I borrow $50? I'm trying to get this, that, or the other. If it's like $100 or less, I'm more inclined to give it because I don't want to expect money back and then I don't get it back when I'm supposed to get it back. I had a friend that would say, hey, can I borrow whatever until I get paid Friday? Not with me, just with anybody. This is how she was. So Friday would come, right? And she would say which Friday. She would mean like until this upcoming Friday. So Friday would come and you wouldn't hear from her. Uh, she wouldn't call you. And see, my thing is, my parents, they taught me, don't call them when they owe you. When someone owes you, don't call them because they're supposed to call you. They're supposed to find you. They're supposed to get in touch with you the way that they did when they needed to borrow the money. So, she wouldn't call. Like I say, it wasn't just me. It was most times when she borrowed money. But it's real funny how people know who to do that with. You could ask maybe certain people and they're like, no, she don't have it. She'll at least call me and say. But then sometimes people will take advantage of you. And so it's like certain people, they'll take advantage of, certain people they won't. It's kind of like your kids. Even though your kids know they can get in trouble, a lot of the times your kids are on better behavior with someone else than they are with you. And that's not to knock you. That's just to say you've taught them well. And that's also something to say about the child is like, I ain't going to show my butt. I may show a little bit with mama because I know what she's going to do, but I'm not going to show out here. So sometimes when it comes to borrowing money, people they do those who aren't as close to them better with the way they pay them back. But sisters, cousins, brothers, friends, whatever, like close friends, they feel like, well, I'll have it. She'll get it. So I knew this one person, they would, borrow money from you and say, I'll pay you back Friday. Friday would come, you wouldn't hear from them. So now that said, it's not like I'm not going to call you back at all. I'm not going to call you back the day that you were supposed to pay me. So I'm like, okay, it's Friday. Maybe they just got off work. I'm not going to say anything. I should hear from them Saturday. Saturday goes by, you don't hear a word. Sunday goes by, you don't hear a word. So Monday, I'm going to call you. And see, Monday, you probably messed yourself up because it's been the weekend. I gave you the weekend, right? So I don't want to hear that you spent or you did this on the weekend because before you did whatever you did, have whatever fun you had on the weekend, you were supposed to pay somebody back. You were supposed to pay somebody back. And so this is what she would say. Well, I was going to pay you this Friday when I got paid. But no, that wasn't the agreement. You said that you were going to pay me this upcoming Friday. So now, if you get paid every 2 weeks, I got to wait I waited 3 weeks where I was supposed to only wait maybe a few days to a week. Because say if you borrowed the money on one Friday and you're supposed to pay me this next Friday. That's a week. Now I have to wait an extra 2 weeks because you can't pay me until you get your next pay. So if you owe people money, pay them when you say you're going to pay them. And we know that things come up. So if you can't pay on that day, you still need to be calling, ringing their phone off the hook. Because believe it or not, some people, I'm not going to say that they have big hearts, but sometimes people just look out for people. Sometimes a person may let you borrow money that they have for a bill. If you're saying you're going to pay them back, say Friday the 3rd, the 4th, 5th, whatever, and their bill is due on the 12th, so like, okay, I'll let her borrow this today. It's like the 25th, 26th, you know, and she said she's supposed to pay me back this Friday, which is the 3rd. The bill that I'm going to give to her from is not due until the 12th. Well, I don't hear from you on the 3rd. And if I don't call you and say anything, then I'm probably not going to hear from you till you feel like it. So the 12th goes by. And if I don't have extra money or go into something else I didn't want to go into, because you still have the money that I loaned you. Because sometimes people do loan people money out of their bill fund, because they're catching it, they're going through a hard time. So I learned to never do that. Never loan people money out of money that you have set aside for a particular reason. Always loan people money out of your maybe your treat me fund or maybe your extra fund. Always loan people money out of that, because there are people who will tell you, I'll pay you this coming Friday. And when that Friday comes, you don't hear from them. You give them the weekend, you don't call, and you don't hear from them. So say Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, oh, I got you. I'm going to get you this Friday, but that's not what you said. Or I'll get you next Friday, which means an extra 2 weeks. That's not what you said. See, when you do that, then I'm not letting you borrow any money again. And see, and a lot of times, y'all, people will fall out with you behind your money. People will fall out with you behind your money. So I guess this week we need to be talking about ways to make extra money. How do we spend money to treat ourselves? How do we save money? And how do we handle circumstances when people need to borrow money? But, and then sometimes, y'all, you can let a person borrow that money and say you decide that, and like I said, because I'm going to call you, at least let you know that there's some acknowledgement, that I'm acknowledging that you didn't pay me when you said. So there have been people who they say they're going to pay you one day, that day comes, they don't pay you. So you guys talk to each other and they say they're going to pay you another day, they don't pay you. So people, you kind of just, you can't play with people's money. It depends on who it is. So they just leave it alone, right? So 2 months later, here they come again, needing to borrow money. Well, guess what? My folks taught me too, that whatever money I let you borrow that you never paid back, it was worth all the knowledge in the world to know to never let you borrow again. And so now you need to borrow money. So that's why I've learned, like, we're all human. I think most of us at some point may have had to borrow money, even if it's just a few bucks for gas money or for lunch. Don't borrow money if you can't pay it back. Because if I let you borrow $25, like, in this day and time, remember $25 didn't seem like so, it's like this, 25 seemed like a lot years ago. Then it didn't seem like so much. And now with everything being so expensive, $25 seems like a lot of money again. So if I let you borrow $25 and you don't pay me back, and you come back again and ask for another $25, $50, guess what? That $25 was worth all the knowledge that I bought myself knowledge when it comes to you. That $25 was worth all the money that I won't be loaning you again. That $25 was knowledge, and it was worth all the money. It was well paid for knowledge. Like we go to college, right? We pay for that. So you just schooled me not to let you borrow money again. That was $25 worth of knowledge on you. So my rule is not to let people borrow money. If someone's in a tight and they need money, they tell me, hey, I need $100. If I got it and I'm feeling freebie that day, I'm let you have it. But pretty much, if that person needs $100, I'm going to probably say, well, here's 25. You can just have it. And then people would have the nerve to look at you cross-eyed then. I'm like, hey, look, I gave you 25. It's up to you to find the other 75. Or I gave you 50. So my thing is, I've never been upset if a person said, hey, you wanted to borrow $50. I don't have 50 for you to borrow, but I got 25 for you to have. That's the way I am. I don't have 50 for you to borrow, but I have 25 to let you have. You don't have to worry about it, no strings attached. That way, I walk away feeling fine. They walk away feeling fine and without the stress of paying me back because you never know what people are going through. And if someone needs to borrow $25 today, I'm sure it's going to take them more than a week to get kind of straightened out. So when that week is up, they're still trying to straighten out, get themselves together, and then now they owe you $25. So yeah, I just learned that whatever they need, if they need $25 and I got it, you can have it. If they need 50, and I'm like, well, I don't have 50, but I got 25, you can have. The way I am, if I needed $50, and Sonya was like, well, Lions Pride, I got 10, you can have that. I'm taking it. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it because now I only need 40. But people don't look at that. People look at things like you're supposed to let them have. And sometimes they look at the things that you may have or the job that you may have or the way that you may be living. And they feel like you're supposed to give them because you know that they don't make more than you. I'm like, what? Look, I've borrowed money from people who made less than me. And just because people have really good jobs, guess what? More money, more bills. Not in all situations, but most people who have really well-paying jobs, more money, more bills. It's just like a celebrity. They make millions, right? Their homes are in the millions. They're not buying $200,000 homes, unless they're for to rent them out or something. But a celebrity makes millions, so their home bill is going to be millions. So the more money, the more bills, the bigger your bills. And you may not have any bills, but when a bill comes along, they'll attach a little bit more to it just because they know that's a celebrity. People are wild. People are wild. So that's how I am. Those are my nuggets about money. Never let anybody borrow money. I always just let them have what I can afford to let them have. That way we both walk away with a bit of relief. I don't have to worry about, okay, is she going to pay me back Friday? I don't want to have to call her. And she doesn't have to worry about paying me back. He or she doesn't have to worry about paying me back. So that's how I am with that. But, that said, you still get people who are ungrateful. Lorraine says, I loaned a person some money and I made my mind up to let them have it. They didn't know that and be getting, and be me getting mad. God fix it. Oh my God. See, Lorraine, that's what I mean. And then there's some people, they get mad at you when you say no. Look, people are something else. People will get mad at you when you expect your money back. Okay. And people will get mad at you if you say you don't have it because they assume, like I said, by your job, your lifestyle, or you may have a husband, you may have a wife. Well, it's two of them, or, just assume whatever. For whatever reasons, they assume that you have it. And if you don't give it to them, they get offended. But some of those are the very type that won't pay you back. Or you have to hunt them down to get your money back. So, so just dropping a few nuggets, Badass dropped some nuggets about how he saves money, how he spends money to treat himself. Let's talk and walk. Let's walk and talk about money. How do you make extra money? How do you spend your money on yourself to treat yourself? And how do you save money? What do you do? How do you handle money situations? And so that's one situation where I don't let people borrow money anymore. I just let them have what I can afford to let them have. Now, if it's what they asked for, fine. But if it's less, then that's up to you. If I let you have 25 and you ask to borrow 50, you should be grateful. You go out and you find that other 50. That other 25. What's up, Tribulations Kids? Hey, D. Hello, Lions Pride. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. God bless you, sis. Stay encouraged. Thanks, bro. You stay encouraged as well. Y'all go over there and check out my bro, the Tribulations Kids, aka D. Go over there and get some of that knowledge that he spits out. Go over there and have fun. He's a positive channel, and he's always engaged in positive conversation. He's always trying to make you laugh and just have a good time. So go over there and check him out if you don't mind. Show Enough says, great conversation, still walking. Okay, Show Enough, yes, get it in, get it in, get it in. Sonia says, I got my mind on some spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti and meatballs, I think, do what I make for dinner. I'm still here. Okay, you're still listening. You're about to figure out what you're going to make for dinner, Sonia. Spaghetti and meatballs sounds good. Laugh out loud. You go find that other 25. I know, like if you say you need to borrow 50, right? I'm gonna let you have 25. You go find that other 25. You should be grateful. I just don't believe in letting people borrow money anymore. Now, like I said, there are some cases, extenuating circumstances where somebody is really, really, really in a bind. And if it's over $100, and it depends on who it is, then yeah, I'll let them borrow money because I'm pretty sure, that character has shown me in the past that they will pay back. But there are some people who won't pay you back, but they're family, they're friends, and you don't want to see them struggle. So if they need 100, I'm like, hey, I got 25 for you. Go find 75. I got 50. You can have it. Go find it. That's a stress I'm trying to take off you. You don't have to worry about coming up with 100. But those same people will look at you and roll their eyes like she or he knew they could have gave me more. I'm like, beggars can't be choosers. And beggars can't be choosers even when it comes to money. When you're asking for money or you're asking to borrow money, you can't be choosy. If you're asking to borrow $50 and I'm telling you you can have 25, you better get on somewhere and go find that 25. What in the world? I've just cut your stress in half as it relates to that $50 that you're trying to get, and I don't want it back. So now you're only going to be obligated to pay somebody else $25 and hope that person tell you, hey, you can have it. Because I'm telling you, y'all, sometimes friendships have been ruined over less than $100 because people don't like to pay back. People don't mind opening their hands to receive, but when it comes to paying back money that was never theirs in the first place, they have a problem with it. People have a problem with it when they ask to borrow money and you say you don't have it. People have a problem with if you let them borrow the money, they have a problem with paying you back, and they won't give you a phone call or anything. And you just wait. The time passes. They were supposed to pay you back Thursday. Thursday came and went. They didn't say anything. You didn't call them or say anything. It's now Thursday again. So you finally say, okay, I've given them a week, an extra week. So let me call. I was going to give you that money. I was going to give it to you on my next paycheck. Well, you didn't let me know that. Don't you think the person that loaned you the money would like to know that? Again, what if they had plans for that money, but because you were supposed to pay them back on a particular day, they let you have it because they figured they would have it back. So never let anybody borrow any amount of money that you can't afford to just let them have. That's the nugget. I'm sure a lot of people have heard that nugget. Sonia says turkey meatballs and whole grain spaghetti. That sounds good. That sounds good, Sonia. I've the last time I made spaghetti, I used gluten-free noodles, turkey, because I always use turkey. I very seldom, eat beef. I always use turkey or chicken. And there was a spaghetti that was there's a new spaghetti sauce. I forgot who makes it. Oh my gosh, it's a new spaghetti sauce. And it had no onions and no garlic. People have gotten on this garlic kick lately for the past few years. And it's like I was never a big fan of garlic. So I do like it, but I'm just not like the biggest fan of it. So it was no onions, and I was just never was a big fan of onions years ago, but now I do like both. But from time to time, I like to have my food without garlic, without onions. So I was fortunate enough to find a brand of spaghetti that's no garlic and no onions. So yeah, and a friend of mine, garlic gives her like indigestion or like gas bad. So I don't know if it's indigestion. I know she said gas. So and onions do too, because of the ingredients, because of the natural ingredients of it. So she enjoys it as well. Sonia says, I learned not to loan money. I have been made a fool out of too many times. Right. Thank goodness for not being afraid to say no. I know, right? Say no. Just say no. When people need to borrow money, that's my thing, Sonia. I say no. And if I have a little bit extra, I just let them have what I can afford to let them have. So like I said, if they need 100 and I'm feeling generous that day, I've let them have 100. Not often, but pretty much if they need 25, I'm like, hey, here's $25. You can have it. Don't worry about it, because that's just a stress. You know what I'm saying? That's just a stress. That's a stress for me. I don't have to worry about when they're going to pay me back, and they don't have to worry about paying me back. Lorraine says, and it was $200. Oh, what did you say before, Lorraine? Hey, Debbie. Hey, Miss Debbie Stevens. Welcome, 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 welcome to the live. I just got done on my elliptical, Miss Debbie. Usually I am on the elliptical, but the past couple of weeks I've been outside. It's 95 degrees out there. I'm sure the heat index is major. So we were inside today. I just got done on the elliptical. And so as usual, I come on here and chat a little bit when I'm done. I do my cool down and then I get off of here and I chat with you guys. And y'all have really been giving me a lot of information today, and I do appreciate it. Okay, I see where it is. Lorraine says I loaned a person some money and I made my mind up to let them have it. Okay, I think I did read that. I did read that. Then she says, and it was $200. Okay, I got you. The money that you loaned that person was $200. Then I figured out I was allowing my kindness to be taken for granted. Right, right. Sometimes we do. We allow our kindness to be taken for granted, and sometimes we allow ourselves to be taken for granted when it comes to kindness because there's so little kindness in the world right now. So I think we try to go out of our way to be kind a lot of times, and sometimes people still take it for granted. You know, kindness is hard to find these days, so don't take it for granted when you find it. Sorry, says allow my kindness to be taken for granted. Now I can't even get a text. Wow. 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 That's how it is. That's how it is, Lorraine. They won't even text you. They owe you. They contacted you when they needed the money, but they won't contact you now that it's time to pay it back. Sonia says, I love me some garlic and onions, can't cook without it. I understand some people can't eat certain foods. Right, right. And you would think that that onions and garlic were okay because they are healthy. They're healthy, but even some healthy foods, cause like maybe digestive issues for certain people, because of the natural ingredients in it. When people were telling me that I researched, and that's called FODMAPs. Some people have to have a low FODMAP diet, and it's just basically a lot of sugars. Some people, and then it depends on the person as well. Some people can't tolerate garlic and onions well. And some people, even though they have to have that kind of special diet, they can tolerate garlic and onions in smaller amounts. So it won't give them digestive problems. It won't give them gas and stuff like that. Yes, our digestive systems are really, really different. And so you see a lot of people, they're like, you don't want onions and garlic. I mean, you have to understand that people are different. And you also have to understand that, you know, depending on your age, sometimes some babies can't tolerate, their digestive systems can't tolerate certain foods, of course. But when you've eaten a certain way for so many years, you're now an adult, you have kids, grown kids, maybe grandkids, your body starts to change. What it takes and tolerates starts to change. So you can't eat the things that you used to eat when you were 20 or 30 years old, when you're in your 40s or 50s. Your digestive system, it's kind of like you've been abusing your system. Honestly, you didn't intend to, because along the way you thought you were eating good. So that's why I say sometimes some healthy foods can cause digestive upset. I'll say some digestive issues, like dairy products. You would think eggs, milk, and yogurt, that's good. Some people can't eat yogurt, or they have to have lactose free, lactate, stuff like that. Ice cream is a dessert I love, but my stomach. Right, right, right. Excuse me, y'all. Right, Sonya. Right, and a lot of people can't tolerate ice cream, can't tolerate milk. So it just depends, and they may not have always been that way. They may have become that way maybe in their late 30s or maybe their 40s or 50s, because our bodies change as we age. Lorraine says, I learned if I do whatever from my heart, God see it and bless. Right, right. He certainly will. My mother taught me that. I love this live. Oh, thank you, Miss Lorraine. I'm glad you are here today. Miss Debbie came in through here. I don't see her again, but Miss Debbie, I appreciate you for coming into the live. We just talk over here. We try and educate each other, And when I say educate each other, y'all, it doesn't mean that what works for one will always work for the next person. But guess what? It may work for someone in the chat. So if you're ever over here, leave some information, and we can discuss and dialogue about it. We're not going to argue about it. We're not going to argue about it, because I had an issue like that a long time ago. It's like you only have to say 2 or 3 statements to understand that you don't agree. So you don't even have to make the statement, let's agree to disagree. If I say the sky is blue and Sonya says, no, it's green. I'm like, Sonya, I don't know what you're looking at, but the sky is blue. Sonya could say, girl, I'm telling you, I see a green sky. Okay, is it not obvious that we disagree? Is that not obvious? So you can say the statement, of course, but it's like at that point, we don't even have to agree to disagree. We just move on to a different subject. Like people like arguing is like, I ain't gonna lie, we argue enough in our real lives, most of us. And if we don't argue, I'm sure we can find an argument. Sonya says lactose is my best friend now. Oh my Lord, Sonya, Sonya, lactose is your best friend now. Sonya says lactose is my best friend now. She says Lorraine 100. Yeah, like you just, you know, whatever I gave you, whatever I let you have, if you didn't pay me back, the lesson that I learned was well worth whatever I gave you. Because, like Sonya says, you be nice too many times. Because sometimes people will, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt and they'll say, well, okay, she didn't pay me back in a timely manner that time. So I'm going to, she needs this for whatever. So I'm going to let her have it. And she does the same thing again. Okay, months later, here she comes again. She does this. I need whatever, whatever. Okay. And it may be for the kids. It may be for her. It may be for the pet. It may be for whatever. And you're like, okay, you better give me my money back this time. You can tell them all that stuff, y'all. If it's a person that doesn't like to pay back, they're never going to like to pay back. So to cut all of that off and to cut, like I said, both of you guys leave in a stress-free, with a stress relieving attitude, with a stress-free attitude, because you're going to give it to them. If they need $25, give them $10 and don't even worry about it, and tell them you go get that 15 however you get it, but you don't have to worry about paying me that 10 back. So that's a stress you don't have, because you already know they don't pay back, but you still feel a little perturbed about it because you're like, oh, this girl don't never pay back, this guy don't never pay back. And then they leave knowing darn well that they're not going to pay you back. But even though the person knows they don't pay back, and they still have a little, you say if they have any kind of feelings about it, why do it? But have you ever done something wrong and you knew it was wrong, but you still did it anyway? So you still have a little uncomfortable feeling about it. So when people are like that, they know they don't intend to pay you back, right? And so once they get the money, they turn away. They have an uneasy feeling, but they still do it. So we're going to relieve all that. You're not going to have an uneasy feeling. I'm not going to have an uneasy feeling because I'm going to let you have it. And that's it. And that's all. And I would expect them to do me the same way. If I've let you have money on several occasions, and then now it's my turn to ask for something, I need you to have it. But y'all, we already know who we can and can't borrow money from, or who we can and can't depend on when it comes to money. We know who not to ask for money. We already know. We already know. So yes, I don't know what I'm having, Sonya. Today is Tuesday, but I don't want any tacos. We label these days Taco Tuesday. I don't want any. I don't think. I may change my mind by what, 7 o'clock. But whatever it is, I need to have by 7, because I don't need to be eating heavy meals after 7. So I need to figure out what I'm going to eat as well. I need to get in here and find something easy to prepare. I really, really do, because I have no idea. I do have, that said, I do have everything to make tacos. I have everything to make spaghetti. Uh, so I don't know. You gave me an idea when you said spaghetti, Sonya, because I'm really not feeling tacos. So I'm thinking maybe some spaghetti, maybe. Sonya says everyone has the rights to their own opinion. Right, right. And you don't have to go back and forth 1,000 times to understand that you're not going to agree. It's just, that's an automatic agree to disagree. If you've said 2 or 3 things and they've said 2 or 3 things and it's completely opposite, they're completely opposing, they're completely different, just go on with the conversation and go on to something else. But people literally get mad at you because of your thoughts, your opinions, your perspective, your whole concept, your way of thinking. They get mad about that when it comes to certain issues. And I know sometimes people are passionate about certain issues, because that's me. If I'm passionate about something, once I've said what I've said, don't continue to try and change my mind. Now, I can understand when someone may tell me something. I may be passionate about something, and someone says something. If they've said something within like 5 minutes, if you haven't said anything to make me rethink what I already feel, then don't keep going on and on. Because within 5 minutes or so, if I haven't said anything to you to maybe get you to see something from a different perspective, then that mean we can't talk about it again later. But like that day, that conversation should be done. We should be on to something else. Now, when it comes to my children, that's a different story. That's a different story. They say they call me persistent Patty. Yeah, do y'all's kids label you? They give you new names. They'll call me persistent Patty. Lorraine says, pain be trying to be my friend. Oh no, ibuprofen is my friend. Jesus is my best friend. Okay, Lorraine. You gotta okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. Of course, we gotta call Jesus first. We gotta call Jesus first. So what do you guys have planned for the rest of the day? I'm going to try and come on tomorrow and continue to talk about the same thing. But if you guys want to talk about anything else, we can. Um, I may have a topic, but that doesn't mean the topic can't change, especially if it's a topic that's helpful. It's a topic that's going to help somebody grow, prosper, or just kind of help somebody make some decisions. Sometimes you can have conversations. I've listened to conversations before, and hearing somebody else have a dialogue has allowed me to formulate um, opinions, kind of sway my opinions, or it's all about listening. If you're talking something that's um doesn't have to be important, but if you're just having a good dialogue, good conversation, and I'm listening to person A and I'm listening to person B, and maybe I've never felt any type of way about the conversation, and maybe I have. Sometimes it's just nice to pick up a few new nuggets. Doesn't mean that it'll change your mind, and then sometimes it may. But as long as it's changing your mind for the better, then that's good. Don't pick up anything that's gonna affect you negatively. Lorraine says, drop the seed on the ground, keep it moving. Exactly, Lorraine. Exactly. That's what we like to do over here. Not just me, but the people in the chat. I want you guys to drop nuggets, drop nuggets, drop nuggets, drop nuggets, and pick them up. Drop seeds, drop seeds. People will pick those seeds up and they'll go plant them. Or just dropping the seed in this chat is sometimes planting the seed in somebody else's mind. Yes, dropping the seed in this chat is enough to be actually planting the seed in somebody else's mind. We drop the seeds and we keep it moving. We allow them to grow, or we allow someone to pick them up and take them to wherever they need to take them to plant them themselves and to allow them to grow and nourish them. It's just all food for the soul. We're just trying to leave nuggets and seeds, just food for the soul. So that said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity. You guys know why. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And when you got negativity and chaos, you can't prosper. You cannot prosper if you stay indulged in the negativity and the chaos too long. You can't prosper. So peace, positivity, and prosperity. And don't let bothered people bother you. I love that. Don't let bothered people bother you, because those are the people who will bother you. Don't let bothered people bother you. And don't you bother anybody unless it's a good way, unless it's in a good way. Hey, Tina. Tina says, hello, my friend. Stop by to show love. I appreciate you, Tina. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I really, 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 really do appreciate you. I'm moving around, y'all, trying to get off this. I'm still on this elliptical, believe it or not. I was moving really, really slow. But hey, you gotta watch your step when you get off of it, because a misstep, that's just like going up and down steps, y'all. A misstep can mess your knee up, can mess your ankle up, can mess your toe up. So when you're out here, be careful. I've seen people who get ankle injuries from just going down, 2 or 3 steps, leaving the house. 2 or 3 steps, just leaving the house. Just leaving the house. Amen. Amen. Amen, Lorraine. Amen. Tina says, much love, sis. Much love, Tina. Again, thank you for coming by. And yesterday I forgot to drop links. So I really don't remember who was everybody that was in my live on yesterday. So what I will do is I'll drop a few links of those who normally come through here. And you guys can hang on in here. You can continue to drop seeds, continue to drop nuggets. Um, or you can just hang out. But otherwise, I will see you guys on the next live. Again, I'm trying to do at least 3 lives, um, talking about whatever the subject is for that week. And this week is let's walk and talk about money. Let's walk and talk about money. It can be how you save money, it can be how you make extra money, and it can just be some ways that you enjoy spending money. Like when you splurge on yourself. Do you go on vacation? I think it was Badass said that he just spent $10,000 on a car. So, no judgments here. Some people are probably thinking $10,000 on a car, but that may be his passion. Badass does he does auto work. He does auto work. Um Auto body, I think, and he may do more than auto body, but that's his passion. So people deserve to spend their money on whatever they want to spend it on. They've made it, they've earned it, they've acquired it some way. So let them enjoy. Let them enjoy. Lorraine says, I enjoyed this. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you again for coming through. I enjoyed you guys as well. Guess I'll let a little music play on here while I drop these links. And if anybody comes through, you come through and say hello. If you come across this video, please leave a comment in the comment section during the replay. Share, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and please subscribe. Subscribe and come over here and give us a little bit of what you feel, a little bit of what you think. Drop some nuggets for us. Subscribe, and tap that notification bell so that you'll know the next time I do upload a live video. Mostly a shorts channel. I said, I'm mostly a shorts channel because I love animals, but I do lives as well. I like to walk. I like to exercise. I don't do my weights on here. I don't do my weights on here because I don't want to come on here and do my weight training the way I do, and someone maybe does it and they, God forbid, harms themselves in a way, or like injures, not harms themselves. Better way to say it is to injure themselves. So I don't really do that. I may later, but anything that you guys hear in these videos is not meant to be professional advice. It's just meant for people to tell you things that they do that help themselves. And if it's something that you can pick up, please do so and pick it up. And as I always say, whenever you decide to start exercising or to change your exercise plan, always consult your primary health care provider, your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, whoever it is that you seek medical care from. Always consult with them if you haven't exercised before. If you are a person who currently exercises and you want to change it up a little bit, if it's a major change, I still suggest that you contact your healthcare provider and to make sure that it's okay with him. But I think most people are okay with people walking. It helps your breathing. It helps you to think. It helps you to focus. It helps your joints. Of course, move is what I say. Move. Lubricate your joints. Hey, Annie. Welcome, Annie. Annie says, hi, Lions Pride. Welcome to the live, Annie. How are you today? Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. Tina says that was from God through you for me. Oh, Tina, I'm glad you came through here. I'm glad you came through here. Oh, that quote. Okay, sis, that quote, don't let bothered people bother you. Yes, don't let bothered people bother you. Don't do it. And I know that's easier said than done. And I know we're all human. We slip up sometimes or we fall short. And I won't even call it falling short. Sometimes we respond. Sometimes we need to respond. Sometimes a response is warranted. Sometimes a response is needed. But overall, generally, don't let bothered people bother you. Sometimes a response is needed, but know when to like just let it go. Know when to let it go. Even if you do have to respond, know when to let it go. The conversation was great. I got to go. Okay, Sonia. Okay. Hope everyone have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you again. That's my mod, Sonia, one of the best mods on YouTube. I promise you she is. See you later, Lorraine. And it says, I am well, getting in my car to drive home. I hope all is well with you. It is, and it is. We was talking today about ways to make money. I know you were on here last week and we were talking about broadening horizons. I think the week before we were talking about goals. But yesterday and today we talked about money, like ways to make extra money, ways to save extra money, and just ways to spend money. Like, what do you do to spend money to treat yourself and your family? So that's what we're talking about this week. That's what we talked about yesterday, and that's what we talked about today. Um, let's see. I'm going to try to drop links while I'm here. I know you said that you're in your car, Annie. So if you're in your car, Miss Debbie Stevens stopped by today. I appreciate her for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate people I don't see it often. Hey, Big Kane. Big Kane just entered the live with his eyes. How you doing, bro? I appreciate you, Big Kane. What you do? What do you do? We've been talking about making extra money, saving money, and ways that we spend money on ourselves, to treat ourselves. We all deserve to be treated. We had Badass come through. Badass Mustang 93 came through. He just spent 10K on a car. He does body work. I can't wait to see it. Y'all go over there and check out Badass because he does nice work. So, that's what we've been talking about, Big Kane. That's what we've been talking about, Annie. I'm going to drop some links now. I've been saying, like, if you have to, what do you do? How do you borrow? I mean, how do you borrow? How do you make extra money? How do you save money? What do you do to spend money when it comes to splurging on yourself sometimes? Do you like to go on vacations? Some women like to treat themselves by, some people don't think of going to the hair salon as a treat because it's something that they do routinely. So, do you do cruises? What do you do? I know some people go on 2 cruises a year. So, how do you save money? How do you spend money? What do you do? Let's see. So since Big Kane just came in, I'm going to go from the bottom up to the top. I'm going to go over here and grab his link and drop his link. Big Kane comes through and supports. He drops those eyes that he's supporting. And I truly appreciate him for always coming through. Annie is a great supporter, has always been a great supporter. I love and appreciate Annie. And of course, my mod, Sonya. Again, one of the best mobs on, did I say mobs? The best mods on YouTube. And I truly do appreciate her. I appreciate Tina for coming through. Lorraine, Miss Debbie Stevens, Cool Gamer came through. Spiky said hello today. Spiky, if you're still listening, I hope all is well. The Tribulations Kids came through. Badass came through. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So let me grab Tribulations Kids. Y'all go over there and check out Big Kane. Go over there and check out Tribulations Kids. Check out Spiky and Cool Gamer. And anybody else who may come through this live. Again, we've come to the end of this particular live. So I'm just on here just talking, just rambling. But go back and watch the replay if you don't mind. Please please leave a comment in the comment section of the replay. If you have not subscribed, do so. Please subscribe, tap the notification bell so that you'll know the next time we go live. I plan to go live tomorrow, if it's the Lord's will, and we will talk about money again. Ways that we save money, ways that we make extra money, ways that we treat ourselves. And what do you do when situations occur when it comes to someone borrowing money from you? So it doesn't just have to be the ways that we make money. It can be, a variety of topics when it comes to money. Do you invest? Joshua, that's who it was. I knew it was somebody I was forgetting. Joshua Gabriel came through. Y'all go over there and support Joshua. Let's get him up, get him up, get him up. Joshua supports. He comes through. Sometimes he hangs out for a while. Sometimes he comes through and speak. But it doesn't matter if you come through for a second, if you come through for a minute. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will see you guys on the next live. Let's see. Tina says, sis, I'm fixing to listen to this whole live while I clean and fix dinner after work. Love your spirit and your lives. Tina, I greatly, greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. We try and keep it positive over here. And like I always say, I'm no hypocrite. I like a little drama. I like a little negativity. I go to particular channels. There are certain channels that I support and I like it. But what I don't like is when people don't know when enough is enough. When people don't know that there are limits, it's still an app. Even when it comes to drama, I think that should be just be purely entertainment and purely fun. I wouldn't care if somebody went and did a whole script and came back and did the script and it was for drama. You know why I wouldn't mind? Because it doesn't have to be real. It can be fake. I'd rather the drama be fake. You know, I would hate to think that people get their blood pressures up, 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 up like that for people they don't know. And then they tend to do things that are honestly very immoral and unethical, possibly illegal. So, if the drama is fake, that's fine by me because if it's fake, then it's scripted and maybe all is good. We watch fake drama on TV all day long. I just don't like it when it gets to a certain level. When the heat gets so high, I don't like it. Do I like the people? Yes, but I don't like it. So I try to have lives that are more pleasant, that may be boring. I don't care. I'd rather deal with maybe 20 or 20 or less, and we really really get in tune with each other and we really put out knowledge to each other. Like I said, we drop nuggets that we can pick up from each other. We drop seeds like Lorraine said and just walk away. So let that seed grow. Somebody may need to even pick up the seed and take it and nourish it somewhere else. So that's what we do over here. That's all we're trying to do, is encourage each other and be peaceful. If you have a spat, we're gonna clear that spat up in this chat. Hopefully, prayerfully, I think. What y'all think? I think we can do that. So there's Joshua, just Tribulations Kids. There's Big Kane. Who else? Who else? Who else? There's another content creator in here that I wanted to drop. Oh, Cool Gamer. Cool Gamer. Cool Gamer comes through and shows support. And Cool Gamer, badass. That's right, badass. Cool Gamer comes through and shows support always. And I mean, 90%, I'll say 95% of the time, Cool Gamer is going to be first. So I really do appreciate that support. And I see Cool Gamer support a lot of people that way, a lot of people that way. So guess what? That means if no one has come into your live, Cool Gamer has supported, and Cool Gamer is an awesome, awesome person for doing so. So yeah, about to check out Old Navy today, see what those flip flops looking like. Like I said, sometimes they're $2, sometimes they're $1. So we're gonna see what's going on because it's hot, y'all. I couldn't go outside today and exercise because it was just hot, 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 hot. Wherever you are, I know some people have gotten storms this week, um, over this past weekend. So I hope that everyone is safe. I hope that your families are safe. If it's hot where you are, stay cool, stay cool, stay cool. Do whatever you need to do to stay cool. Stay inside. Walk around the biggest room in your house, but move. Make sure you do something. Make sure you move. Keep those joints lubricated. And I will see you guys on the next live. Bye, y'all.